a case of beer a day. I could drink a fifth of tequila a day. It becomes a drinking problem when it affects your relationships with people, when it affects your job or your school, your grade point average. It's a drinking problem when you're sitting on your couch at home drinking a case of beer all by yourself. And then you pass out and grab the fifth of tequila when you wake up. So it's pretty obvious what my problem was. I wrote The Lone Ranger and Tonto, Fistfight in Heaven, and The Business of Fancydancing while drunk and drinking. So there's certainly a lot to be said for my desperate years, my alcoholic years, my active alcoholic years as being the source of some pretty good work, for being the source of the two books that established and made my career. But the thing is, it's unsustainable. If you are using substances to fuel your creativity, you're going to have a very, very short artistic life. You're going to be a sprinter. and by and large, I wanted to become a marathon runner. And I can only run the marathon if I'm sober. You kill your brain. Please try to find me the successful drug user. Try to find me the high-functioning alcoholic, career person. And you could probably find in their work when they were drinking, when they weren't. I bet you can look at the downfall of some amazing writers who wrote one or two great books and then just fell apart. I'm pretty sure that's related to alcohol consumption. So it's unsustainable. It's sort of like the environment. You can only pour so much pollutants into it before the temperature changes dramatically. So I think drug and alcohol abuse is like the greenhouse effect for writers. Well, I'm an alcoholic. That's what, my family is filled with alcoholics. My tribe is filled with alcoholics. The whole race is filled with alcoholics. It's for those Indians who try to pretend it's a stereotype, they're in deep, deep denial. It's an everyday part of my life. And as a writer, I use that to write about it, partly for fictional purposes and narrative purposes, but partly with the social hope that by writing about it, maybe it'll help people get sober. And it has. I've heard from them. The social function of art is very important to me. It's not just for art's sake. I have very specific ideas in mind about what it can do. I've seen it happen. So it is writing about alcohol that helps me stay sober. And I think reading about alcoholism helps other people stay sober.